Uh, no, they swallowed. It's okay.
What?
What? They
You
swallowed
can't
before stream
start with that
started.
as soon as we go on the air. All right, you can't start with that.
What did you ask for me to do beforehand?
What?
Oh,
Did you ask me for me to do something beforehand? Unless I'm crazy.
I asked everyone to check their character sheets.
Okay. Okay.
That was all. I just wanted to
Okay,
make sure
cool.
everybody's stuff was updated.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, is there anybody in particular who would like to do the recap?
uh,
What the effort, guys?
I can't. I can't.
chase
I
down
use my
some critters and fought some
guns.
critters.
I played Pokemon.
No, but for real though, it felt like it.
Yeah. So we started off because I guess I'll do the recap because I need the inspiration. If that's fine with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So we started off heading into the forest. I think we went south where we found the burnt remains of things in the elemental bunny. We were trying to, calm it down. It seemed very skittish until a seemingly voice out of nowhere, which was very familiar, being the kitsune that we met later, said it wasn't scared of us, but instead something that was hunting it. And then the compies showed up, which, due to a held action and a bit of jumping the gun, the majority of them, sans for two, were raptured almost instantly. The bunny was acquired, so was the kitsune. We went to the lake where we found the frog doing what a frog does, and the baboon, who was testing out his own psionic abilities and trying to get a better grasp of things. Berlioz interacted with the water spirit, or the guardian. Seamus was, I believe, trying to get magic lessons out of the magic kitsune.
Yep.
And then Kara and Drakkar, who are arguably the least qualified to be doing this, tried to talk to the baboon and got some information of they're refusing to go back because they believe they're under threat because the barrier has been weakened. Which we promptly found out was in fact true when a displacer beast showed up trying to go after the gorilla. This was first spotted by Seamus and Drakkar. A battle ensued. Silly shenanigans happened. The beast was felled, and Drakkar took some. Decide he wanted to try what displacer beasts taste like. We haven't gotten to that conclusion yet. And then after collecting the ones that we could, the others electing to just remain where they are, which, let's be honest, none of us were in any position to try to force them to go anywhere. We all returned to the actual school grounds to go talk to the headmaster and inform them of the ones we found. And that's roughly where the session ends. I don't know if I missed any details.
Berlioz did make an attempt to strengthen the barrier.
You're right.
And ended up sacrificing an item to do it.
I don't have to talk about that.
Water weird that didn't like Seamus.
I don't talk about my failed attempts to do anything.
Well, it was somewhat successful for 2 minutes.
I don't talk about my failures.
Yeah. Well, is that satisfactory, DM?
Our god is fighting God.
Sometimes you gotta fight more gods, you know.
Yeah, I try to do like
We're
100
at
things
rat.
at once. Yeah, that's fine. That's pretty much everything that happened. Technically we ended last session with you guys going back because it was getting dark. However, I'm going to steer the ship and have you guys finish scouting the last 2 areas for the rest of the familiars. Because technically you were supposed to finish that before returning in the first place. It was a little difficult last session because we ran out of time. And we had players dropping like flies, which is absolutely fair because the later we get, it is very taxing for people, especially if you're like me out on the East Coast or like Bala. It gets late very fast. People got works and things in the morning, so not a big deal. But for at least just the beginning part of this session, we will finish out your guys' scouting party, and then yeah, we'll jump right back in it of you guys heading back. So you guys, yes, Jakar just told us that you guys ended at the lake. Presumably the next direction that you guys have not gone is north. Are you guys ready to get zip zap zooped over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I got a 93 luck check for Seamus. I'm sure this will go great today.
All right, let's rock.
Okay, we'll go ahead and activate that. Do that.
Fun.
And then we're gonna do that.
Well, I suppose we found him.
A friend.
Is that the fucking?
Yes.
That is the singular one I want, other than the one dragon which I can't take.
It is the fuck.
Yes. I did not think about a way I could bring him home with me, so I guess we'll figure that out. This is my moment.
Somehow.
Lock in.
I do. I just gotta. Wish I had a fucking gif of UI locking. It'd be funny, but.
Oops, I meant to double click, not click and hold. Ignore that. Okay. Oh, my character sheet open. Good.
So trying to remember how you disconnect your character sheet from the screen.
Top right of your character sheet, there should be a pop out button you can click.
That's what I was looking for, but there's not one up here.
You can also double click the top. It should just like minimize.
I guess, yeah, that works. That's actually so nice.
Oh, you know, I know why. It's because
No, it's good. Don't worry about it. I didn't realize I could double click it, so I'm showing now.
yeah, Plutonium is not updated because it wants me to update the entire system. So
Yep.
I'm the sacrificed one. That's new.
Okay. Well, I mean, what are you guys doing? When you guys show up to this particular area, and I mean, the undead bugbears is just gonna be doing bugbear things, looking for snacks and things. He's not really gonna pay any mind to any of you, truthfully.
Do I have any sort of food in my inventory? I assume so, because I got the fucking like rationed and stuff.
Do you still have some?
I believe I do. I don't know why I wouldn't.
Okay.
I must open the backpack though. There we go. I do have 1 day of rations. Alive. I have 10. I guess I'll just pull out some rations and I'll try to coerce the bugbear to join us. Just such a bad idea, but you know.
I half-heartedly believe in you, my guy. There's a quick bardic.
Thank you.
But you don't feel like there's much behind it. It's just sort of like, yeah, don't die, but still want to see how funny this will be.
We get fucking
Stand
mauled.
back here. Good luck.
Yeah. I'll be back here, darling. Just do your thing. And hopefully don't perish.
I'm just waiting for the fucking. I'm Jacob and welcome to Jackass.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a D6, so you need it for the next 10 minutes. It's 1.
Fantastic.
Would would he roll an animal handling or persuasion for the undead?
That's a good question.
Are you actively trying to give the food to the bugbear?
Not like I'm not gonna fucking petting zoo it. I'll fucking throw it to him though. Uri might be dumb. I ain't that dumb though.
Can you actually go for the petting zoo
Go
option?
pet the bears.
If you pay me 30 gold, I will.
I'm out of gold.
You know, that's
We
kind
used
of
all my gold.
I probably should have done more. Fuck. I'm standing far enough away where I do not get instantly mauled. I think I'm 100% move faster than 20 feet. Alright, there we go.
You're like,
Alright.
it's like you're trying to feed a goose, and so you're like
That's
getting close,
that's
but like
exactly-
just tossing it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm fucking doing. Yeah, I would still probably lose to a goose. I'm not even lying.
Oh,
Yeah, roll a There's a lot of different things we could do.
Yeah.
It'll be the
Animal
funniest.
handling, persuasion.
Are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna toss the rations?
I feel like I have to say something because if I just kind of toss the rations, there's no point. Did the bugbear have any sort of intelligence when we were over there? I don't think it did, right? Or at least it could not.
I mean, you'd have to insight that to really find out, but
I'm more asking from using the previous information that I knew of it.
I mean, not much of that kind of information was shared with you guys. But I mean, you know it's
Okay.
a bugbear, and it is not a familiar.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll use it. I'll fucking use an insight check.
It
then.
was
Let's see-
once a
let's see how it
bugbear.
is.
Yeah. Can I also
Yeah.
go for an insight?
Sure.
Can I give knife help action then?
I feel like we're too far away to reasonably, because you moved
No,
forward.
you're right. I forgot that it's a 30-foot radius, isn't it? Or something like that. No, it's 5 foot, right?
I use it more of like a realistic kind of a thing. If you guys are actively talking and conversing about trying to figure things out like that, then it would be given, but you're so far apart from each other, there's no way you could telepathically link with the two kits that you have to make that work
That's fair.
realistically.
Yeah, because I have a +1, and I don't think that's going to be enough, but
I got half of what you did.
So it's doing bugbear things.
Don't forget to have your bardic.
I do have my bardic,
Yeah,
but I'm
she
kind
needed
of
it.
hoping
Yeah.
I can use that for keeping my pet.
For their tossing the rations over, I'm actually just gonna have you throw like a sleight of hand or dex check, because I don't really think the outcome is really gonna be substantial.
Yeah. It's
But
more one of those things.
If
that's
you
like,
yeet this thing at him and it hits him, that is a different story.
yeah. You
So
see, that would probably be better.
that's why I'm not gonna have you
yeet it
roll
at, like, a
animal handling.
fucking- Okay. Can I yeet it at like a rock next to it or something? So it does not hit it?
Sure.
So at least
You
I
still
get...
have to roll a
Alright,
dex or sleight of hand check.
Oh, shit, never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought you said yeet it at it. I thought you meant
Any
it's more like...
throwing
I'd be able to use
involved is a dex or sleight of hand check
Is
in
it?
this case, partially because, again,
Okay, no, I get it.
animal handling or nature check, anything you're gonna do here is not gonna change the outcome of the bugbear.
No, I get it. Hey, you know what? I'll pull a Seamus today. 18. My sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah, you managed to throw it, and it, lands off to the side, safely from the hitting the bugbear itself. To which it kind of slowly approaches it and sniffs it a little bit, and then after about a couple of seconds of it being questionable, at you, at the party members, and the rations itself, it does end up starting to eat it. I realize
I'm
we're
gonna
looking
kinda
for a
get-
different direction. Okay.
I'm gonna be kind of getting a bit lower, kind of showing that I'm not a threat. Hopefully, I don't get mauled.
I would say at this point, it is now just fully interested in the food itself.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly. Doesn't wanna do it.
Berlioz, wait.
My hands are up.
Slowly
Jeez.
Thank you.
slithering
Sorry.
closer.
Making it to. I guess you're going upwards then.
Yes,
Yeah.
I. Wait,
Oh,
which one?
sorry.
Berlioz.
Yes.
You're
Uh,
going up the hill here.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're kind of walking along, you didn't roll a stealth check, did you?
No.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, that's full defense. I did not.
Oh boy. You're walking up the hill when suddenly, I guess, are you like looking for anything specific other than just for the familiars, I guess, themselves, not really interested in trying to take in, they're not really going sightseeing, I guess, I suppose.
Yeah, no, not right now. You know, just trying to get all the little friends.
Yeah, so you're making your way up here, and suddenly, you feel something, or out the corner of your eye, you catch a, like a grab at your ankle at first.
Love you guys. Love you guys. I don't like that one.
You know, I forgot your call was ominous.
Ow.
And let me go ahead and reveal him here. There's a plant-like individual in the grass there, and between those trees. And you notice that it's got like it's rather low to the ground, but it's got massive like leaves on it. Very big, very round, very green, and you catch your eye, or out the corner of your eye, you catch one of its vines reach out and slap you in the ankle, and it deals 4 damage.
Not divine.
It was a hard slap.
Slashing, by the way.
I feel like that was not.
You have a cut now on your ankle.
Great. You know, these are new boots.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not
fun.
very it don't do much. I mean, it's a very goofy looking plant. It's just a very boring looking, like unassuming little individual, you know? With those little leaves. Is there a way I can show you
Well,
without...
unless it speaks common. I'm not talking to this thing. I don't have those abilities.
You're approaching it?
No. It hurt me.
Well, then what are you doing?
It didn't hold on to my ankle, right?
No, it just slapped you and you know, slashed you with the little vine whip, yeah.
I'm gonna keep going up.
You're gonna try and keep going?
Yeah?
Okay. It's gonna hit you again.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck?
Why am I just expecting?
This time it's not going to hit you though.
Oh, thank God.
But it did look like one of the branches extends and it tries to grab you. This time actually trying to pick you up, and it it realizes that it can't.
Yep.
but boy,
Do
did
I
it
need to
try.
kill the plant?
I really don't want to start a forest fire today. Please stop trying to hit me.
Just uproot it.
Okay, well, on the bright side, I'm probably the least likely to start a forest fire, as I have no affiliation with it.
I can send it to fucking God if you want me to. I'll just give it a bottle of Pana treatment.
I think you're more preoccupied with your
I know, but I'm more speaking out of
undead fellow
character.
over there.
I'm
It
enjoying my
tries to
undead
whip
I'm breaking
over
the
at
fourth wall.
Seamus, and it does not hit. It misses. It's
Okay,
just.
that's it. I'm gonna hit it with a damn fireball.
Angry little plant, isn't it?
Okay, you can.
I'm firebolting it.
Angry is
What
a
part?
self-proclaimed assumption.
Well, it's not a happy little plant unless it attacks people when
Well,
it's happy.
you don't know. You don't know what he got.
Have you ever talked to trees? You know.
I don't know. Maybe
trees,
it's just a
You know what
kinky
they
little
want.
plant. I guess. Shit.
It just do what it do.
Cast a
Okay.
firebolt.
What happened to not wanting to start a forest fire?
I think that one was thrown out
It's
the
a
window the
violet.
moment they fucking boots got destroyed again.
I'm not gonna waste an actual spell on a plant. Come on.
Why do I feel like you're gonna say that and that's gonna fuck us over in the future?
Oh, a ranged spell attack at it.
Maybe.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, my bad.
Oh. Oh.
I hate that it's actually depicted as something very large. But it's just not. It's not
huh.
giving large, in my opinion.
What the
I was
awakened
gonna say you
plant?
might have to like change the token size.
I just
know why
mean
the
like
hell
its
bonds are
personality is not exactly huge in my book, but
I see.
technically it is huge by not my it's somebody else's homebrew. I changed a lot of it though.
So I'm gonna firebolt the giant plant.
You're firebolting? Okay.
Well, I guess we're throwing hands with a plant now.
It was
It
almost
hits.
a 20.
It threw hands first.
They've been throwing hands. Magic.
Throwing
11
hand.
fire damage.
Oh, fire worked especially well. Oh.
For the sake of rounds, I'm just gonna throw us into a mini combat here.
Stop being mean.
Uh, only for those who are actively going to fight this thing. If only
Oh.
some of you are, then you know.
I suppose I'll
I
help
think-
kill the plant. We'll do some
Right, you
think
don't
your
have
car's
to. I
gonna-
can do this.
some
Your car
aggressive
will walk
gardening.
over, but I'm not
Do you
fighting the
need
plant.
us?
I just want to see what happens.
That's actually
Huh?
so cool.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see in a second if
I
we need
can-
it. Be on
I
standby.
can really obliterate it if you'd want, although it does come with the risk of a forest fire.
Don't fireball it.
Yeah,
It's a plant.
we're trying to avoid that.
I-
The firebolt's rather small.
I could just throw some beams of owl at it if you'd like, but
I suppose that's
you two seem to be doing fine. I'm just enjoying this nice bucket of popcorn.
Is it bad that I'm curious what that tastes like, though? Like, if it's edible.
I mean,
What?
it's mostly vines and stuff. You don't really
Okay.
It can be
I mean,
boiled.
We have
but
a loose
leaves,
initiative
you might be
order
able to-
here.
do something.
Well, go ahead and roll your initiative.
Okay.
I'm sorry, just the fact that there's this fight happening, the fucking Kara and Drakar in the background discussing
All
how
right,
it could
Seamus.
potentially-
You'll be going up next. I'm gonna have you set for.
Fight.
There you go. Wait, hold up. Let me just. There you
Make
go.
ready. Your turn comes.
We're just gonna hit it with a chill touch, I guess. Maybe.
Oh.
I knew that was gonna happen. My D20 did just as well in the practice roll.
It hits though.
Well, yeah, it
Oh,
is a
thank
plant,
God
I
it's a
guess.
plant.
Oh,
It's
no.
just a plant with a bad attitude.
The plant that can't move, however, will it avoid this?
Why is that? Is that how much that does?
If you're 5th level, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, 12 damage. Necrotic damage. And more importantly, because we've dealt with plants in other campaigns, it can't heal until my next turn. I don't like plant monsters, man. They irritate me now.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can really do with Seamus. I got like a single spell, so.
That's fair.
It is your turn.
Okay. Is gonna reach out and slap Carlios on the butt.
Okay.
That's fair, it's smackable. Although, consent would be, preferable.
It's like I just got
There's
made this
I almost
happen.
can't roll lower. Yeah, it does nothing. Ooh.
You are,
Carlios,
so just
you're
go,
up
"Here,
next.
kitty,
It's my turn. Yeah, stop trying to fucking touch me.
It is.
Ooh, I like that one die. Very gold.
Why didn't choose that? Don't know where that came from. And I'm moving back one. I don't know if that maybe that will trigger a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that's why I didn't want to keep moving until I knew it triggered a reaction or not.
It's still targeted, yeah. Let's see if I can continue to roll poorly. Yes! Awesome. I have not rolled higher than a 7. So,
How far can I reach? Let's see. That's the end of my turn, yeah.
Okay. Then Seamus, you're up next.
Make ready. Your turn comes.
I don't have fire spells other than Burning Hands, and I don't want to start a forest fire, so,
Shouldn't you call it like Ice Blasted or something?
That's a plant.
so,
I'm letting them cook.
wisdom saving throw, I guess. Yeah, Toll the Dead.
I love Toll of the Dead.
Okay. I can't select the character, but I will just roll it manually.
That's weird sometimes that it does that, where you can't select the character.
Alright, cool. Can't do that either. I will type it manually. Thanks, Foundry. 13.
Okay. So we'll roll versatile.
Nice.
I mean, if I've been doing damage, fire damage, I'd be doing so much more. But I think that's all I can do. So
Okay, cool. That is now
It
the
is your turn.
plant's turn. It's going to try to smack you, Seamus.
Damn, this is a beefy ass plan.
yeah. Seamus definitely looks over to Kara. Is like, do you have any small fire to throw at it?
You
I
have
don't
got to
have
be
small
kidding
fire,
me.
darling, but I do just have beams of ow. Should that be what you want?
Yeah, it's taking longer to kill this than I thought it would. If you want to jump in,
Sure thing. I'll jump in whenever God allows it.
it's the top of the order, so I think now would be the best time to roll your.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, go ahead.
All right. Where is it? I'm fucking blind. There we go.
Oops. And I suppose Jakar on standby. I really don't want him getting close to the plant. Call it paranoia.
I'm clicking the thing in my sheet. It's not doing anything.
Why do you not want me to get close to it?
Call it paranoia. Listen, this is above board me not wanting that to happen. Because
Shit, like
above
3
board
times.
me
Why is the thing
has some
happening?
experience with an awful plant down in the maw, okay?
Don't worry, I got it. Don't even worry about it.
Oh,
Above board me hates plant monsters now.
there we go. It showed up like 50 times because it. All right, attack.
Let's see. Might have to add him to the combat so he can roll his initiative anyway.
I don't know if I need to roll an
I
initiative.
Thank God on that one.
But I think a 20 will hit.
Yes.
All of a
Alright.
sudden has armor.
Yeah. 3 points of force, but that's just my first one. It's double finger guns. Because that's how Eldritch Blast works.
Ew, wow.
Well,
You can re-roll that. I still have my reaction.
Am I within 30 feet of you?
Oh,
That's the
Nope.
range, right?
that's the range. Hold on.
No.
I think you're
That's
just
a
out.
bomb.
Oh, I'm 40 feet. Damn.
Yeah.
Womp
Fuck.
womp. Yeah.
I'm so
First
used to
one
being
on
30
target,
feet
second one
already.
goes wide. Yeah. Well, I did my best, darlings. You've got this, hopefully. Don't perish.
Then we'll continue the top of the round here with Berlios.
Yippee.
If
Gonna
you
hit it
can't
again,
kill it, I'll be
fireball.
really impressed.
You know, watch this be the low roll.
Yep, it hits.
Yippee.
Nice.
20 damage. Oh, 10 fire, but yeah.
It is deceased. With the amount of firebolts launched at it, it's just a burnt, crispy little charred spot now on the map. Good luck explaining that to someone.
They don't need to know it was us.
well, someone's been trying to eat it.
I mean, you could, technically, if you wanted to.
I mean,
Stay and tried to eat the bunny.
the plant?
Yeah.
What kind of environment did you come from?
I mean, it's not exactly a normal plant, but there are normal plants that eat animals. So, I don't know. It's possible that it could have tried to eat the bunny.
I wonder if it had any roots. Because sometimes stringy plants like that have like more tuber-like roots.
Back to back to Uri trying to tame
Yeah,
the
I
bear.
was like, maybe let Uri have his bear taming.
I want my bear.
I wish you luck, bud. That's gonna be a hard one.
I'm gonna get fucking mauled, you know it.
With you, we left off with you creeping closer to it. Is there anything like specific you're trying to do now that you're moving closer to it? If you are,
I am going very slow. Very fucking slow.
to do what? You're gonna shake its hand or pat him on the back?
You know, it would be.
You're not gonna
fucking
pick him
hilarious
up and
if-
take him like the bunny, so
Like I could
think
try.
very
I'm not going to.
carefully.
I gotta think. How do I tame a fucking bear?
You did also just have like 10 minutes to do so. The best thing you
I-
came up with was I approach it.
Like, alright. I was more paying attention to the very nice plant fight that we were going on. I guess I'll just go very slowly, make sure it sees me. I'll just kind of raise out my hand with some more food, and hopefully my hand does not get fucking bitten off, but it probably will. Either that or I let him sniff my hand, and hopefully I don't get mauled.
What are you reaching for? I'm sorry, I missed. I was trying to.
Not really reaching for anything, more just kind of how you put your hand close to a dog so it could sniff you.
Okay. You get close enough to it, and you
I'm
stick
going
out your
very
hand.
slowly.
Please roll me
And I'll
an
get it
animal
completely.
handling check.
Oh. Where is it? There it is. One game.
Salvador, get off the bed. Come on.
25?
You get close enough to him that you reach out your hand to it, and the bugbear sniffs your hand very cautiously before, and it's enough off-putting that he'll stop rooting around in the rations to inspect whatever you are to it, but it hesitates for a moment. It doesn't actually decide to do anything violent necessarily, but it seems
good.
like after trying to check you out for a second, it immediately goes back to eating the rest of the rations.
Okay. Can I slowly give it some more rations? Take it slowly out of my bag and slowly give it to him?
Yes.
Okay. Another animal handling check, I assume?
Yes. This time you're up and close and personal with it.
Oh, and I don't have my Bordic. A 14.
So you start
Like,
reaching
you're
into
on that
the...
one, so.
It started reaching
could've
into
been
the
worse.
bag to pull out the rations, and the bugbear sees you moving slowly to do so. Not the corner of its eye, he lifts his head up at you and is off-put by how slow you're reacting into an area that it can't see. And it backs away from you.
That's so fair. I'll put the bag down and I'll kind of very slowly kind of show the food.
You pull out the food, and the bugbear immediately it's interested again. He's not gonna approach you, but he is interested in the food. You kind of see his nose go up in the air, like he's trying to see what it is.
Yeah, I'll kind of put it down. I'll take a few steps back. So I would have put it like probably right here, and I know you don't like things, but
No, that's fine. Yeah, the bugbear will wait a moment, kind of watching to see what else you are gonna do, as well as anybody else that is in the area that it can see, before slowly approaching itself to the rations. Once the bugbear starts eating them, it will go back to ignoring you while you stand there.
just kind of watch it then. Then you can continue on with the others if you want to.
Yeah, Berlioz is on a mission. I don't know where.
I'm just still looking around to find more of the familiars. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't. If you need me to roll
I guess
perception or anything.
once you approach the midway of the hill here,
I didn't want to move without your consent.
then I'll have you roll a perception check.
Yippee! Nobody's just staring at me. What do you need? You're giving me performance anxiety.
19. Okay, and another 19. The two of you are kind of meandering your way up the hill here and kind of looking around, and Seamus, you look down and you see like a bolt, which does not make any sense in any capacity. Why would that be here? And subsequently, Berlioz, you look down, you see something shiny, metal glinting, and it's a nut. Still has no idea what that means.
I don't even think I know what this is, period.
Metallic nut or like tree nut?
A metallic nut.
I see.
Yeah, I know what a tree nut is.
I did
Well,
say
I
it was
have to-
glinting metal. But if that
okay,
is
I'll
any
be honest.
consolation in description,
You know what, you did say that, but at the same time, I was more thinking, this is D&D. Literally anything can be there. There could be a golden fucking metal tree nut. I don't know. I don't know what you have planned.
Not the golden knot. All right.
Like, they all call the flame jewels for a reason.
Okay, I hated that.
I'll mute myself after that one.
Oh,
I
one of
don't
them
know what-
was.
These are doing around here in the middle of the woods. That
Well-
makes 0 sense.
One of the familiars was the little lovebird, but it was an artificial one.
Huh.
Oh
Oh
At least
no!
it looks
I mean,
like-
it's missing its pieces.
It's not. I don't actually know. That's a little more concerning now.
it doesn't molt feathers, it just
These
molts
weren't
nuts and
important.
bolts.
What if it like falls apart?
I accidentally locked the dog outside. Hold on, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I guess we'd look up into the trees to see if it's flying somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you'd look up and you wouldn't see any signs of the bird or really any birds here in this area. You can kind of hear them periodically, like just throughout the wood, but there are no birds here in any of these lower trees. smaller trees. You find a pile of still sentient scrap metal. The nut looks up at you. The eyeballs.
Fucking
What do
hate
you
that.
do?
Prize. Prize IRL. I mean, I guess we should take this back.
Am I?
This part of it.
You're a nut.
I guess I'm just gonna put it in my
Sure.
pocket right now.
She was gonna pass over the other piece, like,
I don't know if like we should hand it to them. Like this is what we found of it.
Oh,
God. I'm now worried. What decides to eat a metal bird?
I don't know.
A larger metal bird.
Oh,
that's a good point.
I hope not. I'm small.
You look up and see a mechanical rock.
Dear God. But also, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep looking around then.
Also, from here on, Seamus will be giving you the help action for perception checks because mine is so low.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I've got the scrap metal pieces. It's just gonna keep going around.
Okay. While you are continuing around, your eye. As the bugbear finishes the rations, it slowly starts approaching you. And it still
Okay.
looks hungry.
I got fucking rations. Place down another one. Well, I guess I'll give it another one.
Okay, you place the rations down, probably a little bit quicker than previous attempts, to which the bugbear immediately starts going to town on it. This time with you standing in a closer proximity, and it's not freaking out necessarily.
I'm kind of tempted to pet it, but I feel like I'm gonna get kicked. I will slowly try to pet it. We'll see. We'll see. If I get
Alright,
mauled,
go
I
ahead
get
and roll
mauled.
animal handling.
Okay, you got it. Where are you? Animal handling. Oh! Sorry, I almost rolled a fucking 3. That would have been fucking horrific. 17.
You reach out your hand ever so slowly. The bugbear does not react. It continues to eat the food. And as you begin to feel its very coarse, unkept, remaining hairs that it has, there's a few bits that are singed and scarred of its body, so there's only so much for it to truly pet.
I don't care. I'll pet the flesh.
As you begin to touch its body, it doesn't initially react. However, as you try to fully place your hand on it, it rears up onto its hind legs and swats at your hand away, dropping whatever rations it had, aside from the ones bits that were in its mouth.
Alright.
And the undead
Do I take
bugbear stands over you, and kind of roars at you very aggressively, defensively. That's the word I was trying to look. Jesus.
Okay. I will slowly back away then. There we go.
Not the gif.
Fucking hate that one. That really is about to become UI very shortly.
Brelios and Seamus, is there anything else you guys are looking for again, or? If you want to roll another perception check, you can, to scope out the rest of the area up there.
If you're talking, you're muted, by the way, or mic's not working.
Oh my god! Wow. Thank you. Yeah, so definitely still looking around up top for more familiars, and then the other thing was I don't know if I were you looking for something else, Wolf, or are you gonna give me advantage?
Giving you advantage.
Heard. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to look for anything else.
Yeah, now that you're on top of this hill here and you're able to look around and from an above elevated position here, it doesn't, aside from like maybe another screw like just over here, you can kind of catch it off the sun shining from the metal. There doesn't appear to be any other things living in the surrounding area where everybody is.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab that just in case.
Now you have a nut, a bolt, and a screw. What are you building?
I don't know. Big with these. Did you get the bugbear to be your friend yet? Your eye.
Oh, you asked me.
Hello. Yes.
We should probably
I'm working
watch
on
from
it.
up here.
I'm
It'd be more
working on
funny
it.
to see it from up here.
Berlioz from up there, and Seamus, because it's not like it's a, this is more like a passive perception thing. As you guys are up there looking down and kind of everybody, the cave, you hear something echo inside, but it's not like anything big, maybe like a small stick or a rock or something, but it is so dark in there that you can't see anything from out here.
I don't even have dark vision. So.
And now that the sun is slowly setting here, it's making things even harder to really scope out. So
Can I see if I can peek inside? Kind of take a glance to my right, see if I can see anything, because I do have dark vision.
And how big is
yeah,
this
if you
ledge
want.
here?
It's like a 10-foot ledge.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
I could just like climb off it, yeah.
Theoretically, yes.
Well,
I
yeah,
would not
that's what I would
suggest it.
think. It's fine.
Because there was a slightly fucking territorial bear over here, being very defensive, but you know.
Fine, I'll pass without a trace, give Seamus his blessing of a trickster, and both of us will just sneak behind you.
Why don't you just go around?
Since the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
I hope you get mauled by the bear.
Are you actually hitting a pass a trace on us too?
Yes, I am.
Oh god damn. I can't wait to see how high this is.
Once I find it, I know I have it. This is
So I got a 37 because of your pass a trace.
and then mine. I'll throw guidance on there too. Oh, that's
What?
Hey Wolf.
Yeah, you're right next to me. You're good. Go ahead and do it. Good. Oh
Wow,
man.
really? I still have my guidance though, and then it's actually going to be
So,
oh man,
22.
okay, 22. Hopefully those are my bad rolls for the night.
So 22 and a 37.
Yeah. After it rears up at your eye, you see, and it sees your eye back up and fixes attention into the tunnel. the bear comes down and resumes eating the remainder of the rations in front of it. Still in like on all fours though, not sitting or anything.
Was it sitting before? Or was it still on all fours?
Originally when you saw him, he was sitting. He was more standing after you were approaching and throwing food to it.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna climb down from the little ledge here and go behind your eye.
Seamus is gonna jump down. He'll have to make a check. I'd rather use that acrobatics.
Yeah, barely has acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Or dex, I guess. I don't know why that's like athletics.
There is okay.
You got it.
Wow. You guys are lucky it's only a 10-foot ledge. DC
Not
was
my
10.
2. Not my fucking 2 that I rolled.
Hey, but we passed it.
Barely. You guys, I would not be surprised if there's twisted ankles involved for one of you. What the hell?
Probably me. It's the one that got hit. It's a little weak now.
There's something truly magical about the fact that if you had failed those rolls, you would have taken 1d6 damage on a 10-foot ledge.
It's okay. I probably would have ended up with 6 damage too.
You know
I
what?
don't think I could have failed unless I rolled 1 twice.
You should roll the d6 just to see how much damage it would have been.
I got max taken off of. Oh, okay, whatever.
Twist your ankle for 1 damage.
It's 2.
It could be worse.
No, because I passed, so I didn't take any damage. And guess what? Because of my pass without a trace, our combined stealth. What was yours, Wolf? It was 30 what?
37.
37.
37. I'll do some quick math here just for funsies if we want to get technical.
It's a 24 and a half.
Okay, whatever. Well, if you could use your big brain, that's not me pulling up a calculator.
Well, actually, it's higher than that, but
So a
Because-
proud sticking tongue out at your eye as I pass right behind him while he deals with the fucking angry bear.
I'm going to run into that cave just so it chases you. If shit goes
I
sideways, fuck
can't
you.
see me. It's gonna still see you.
Nah, trust.
So are you gonna throw lights in there? James is like, because I can't see shit in there either right now.
Hold on. Let me see because I don't know if I'm gonna if I can cast that spell at the same time.
Oh shit! Is light concentration?
I don't think it is, but I do think. No, it's not that I think. Depending on where you
It'll
place
break
that
out.
light, you're gonna expose yourselves here.
Oh yeah.
I think the light spell just persists until you drop it.
Yeah. So how many feet in does it start getting like dark?
Literally what you can see now is what you can see.
Damn, what? Ooh, a magical
So
fucking
like
cave.
10 feet.
I mean,
Okay, it is dark outside.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
yeah.
My brain.
It's a little misleading because it's like full daytime, but it is dark right now for us. So which is part of why as soon as the light is cast, will be very apparent.
It's dark.
Mm. No, I won't be that much of a dick.
Don't cast light on your eye.
You fucking would. I'm already trying to fucking have my coworker stop from having a fucking heart attack. Damn.
I hate that you knew it. You got me-
The moment you said it, like, I know where that's going. Stop it.
Okay, yeah, I got us this far. That's as far as like I can mentally get us there.
I can
If
do
you- if
something,
you-
but it's a bit of a waste.
If you help me
I mean-
befriend the bear, I'll allow you to make me a fucking lighthouse if you want me to.
Your
allow
eye
a ton of
also
fucking fog
did
lights.
say he's looking this way, so maybe we give him a second to see if he sees anything.
I did ask what I did see in there, but I got nothing yet.
What is your dark vision?
I think I want to say 6.
I think it's 60, but I don't actually.
I must
know
say
that.
base is 60 unless it's an improved or
I-
devil's sight or something like that.
I have an improved one, but it doesn't actually improve distance. It's just yeah, it's 60 feet, but I can see better. So it's not like it's like dim. It's like bright.
Oh, well,
So-
you don't see it in black and white then. Which is good for you.
No, I think I see them black and white.
Oh,
What
what he means is when it's dim, it's black and white, like you can't see colors. Whereas if they see bright, you see the full color.
Oh, no, I do see in black and white. Let me check that exactly because I don't have it in here.
By the way, the range is 60 feet.
Yeah, I know, it is 60 feet.
Excuse me. Yeah, up to 60 feet into the tunnel, you do start to see, how do I describe?
Yeah, if it's like I can see dim light within 60 feet of you if there's bright light. So basically, it looks like it's daytime outside. Either that or I'm wearing night vision goggles.
You kind of see something like shimmery, but it's so small out there, it's really hard to see.
I was just kind of say there's something shimmering in the cave.
Okay, I have another idea.
Oh,
My channel divinity turn undead, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it has to take 1 minute getting as far away from me as possible. Then
are you trying
we
to
go
make
in
the
cave.
familiar run away?
Well, I'm trying to get into this cave so I don't get mauled again.
Well, it's attention's on me or the food.
Because it seems
Like,
like
you have time.
it's not going to go for you. It's going to go for your eye first. You're fine.
I'm here. You guys are still stealthed.
Oh, the light. The whole thing is the light.
It's fine. Go fucking bring it to
How far
Carl
can
or
you
something.
cast light, by the way? I don't.
I have to touch.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why.
okay. Okay, hold on. We could back up to over here. So even if it gets startled, it still would likely go after this first.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love being the bait.
You don't hear
Well,
this
just make
conversation.
friends with it.
Shush.
I
Already.
know. I know. I'm speaking out of character. I'm waiting for DM.
What are we waiting for me?
Oh no, because they were doing their thing first. I was waiting till it got back to my turn so I can continue. Like
Yeah.
a befriend the bear, hopefully.
Yeah, so it's like, do we want to move to the side?
I'm not worried about it seeing us. Like, it can't, but it's more that we're trying to get in there, and if I cast any kind of light, it gets distracted with us, and we get noticed.
Well, that is worried about it seeing us. That's why I was saying we could step back so when it sees us, sorry, and it's still your eye between us. Because then you could cast light on an object, and we could either throw it in there or use What am I doing? Just step over there for a second. And Seamus, since he's a little bit faster and can probably stealthy there, he's like, I'm just gonna light a torch.
Okay.
And yeah, Seamus is gonna pull a torch out of the bag of holding and light it.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I'll make sure I'm here first. So I can duck down to Belios if I need to, or if I can go back into the cave if I need to. It
I know,
shouldn't
DMs do-
attack. While it's undead, it's not completely brainless. I don't think, anyway. It seems to realize that Uri isn't a threat, other than when he gets too close. Either it's really, really brain dead. And only
That's
really
either.
notices when something gets close. It's one end of the spectrum or the other.
I would aggressive whisper as well for a bardic inspiration to Uri of make friends with it already,
Hmm,
please. And so you get bardic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Guess that's just a DM thing to take a call on. I will say that the torch startles the bugbear. It does not move necessarily to attack immediately. However, as it becomes more aggressive, Uri, you feel incredibly uneasy by its erratic behavior being so close to you.
I'm gonna take another step back. I'm gonna throw it some food like over here, kind of like I'll kind of whistle at it. I'll kind of show him the food and I'll throw it over there. Really wish I was a ranger right now.
I need you to make a charisma check.
Charisma check. Is that a check or a save?
Check, because you're not technically in danger at this time.
Okay, I'm trying to find my character sheet.
Check is for
gone.
what you're doing. Saves are for what they do to you.
Okay, gotcha. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up my sheet. Okay, there we go. My sheet disappeared and I don't know why.
I'm sure you've got this.
Double click on yourself.
I did and it wasn't working. That's why. Okay. That is a 14. Could be worse.
So
You
19
got 19.
total.
I kind of forgot I had a +5.
Your spellcasting modifier is charisma, so I'd be really impressed if it was not very high. It wouldn't be impossible. I've seen weirder things. But with a 19, yeah, you manage to make a tone when you're whistled that doesn't seem obtrusive to the bugbear's ears, and he glances your way, and when he sees the food, he does not go for it. He approaches on your sound, advancing toward you, However,
fuck.
he does keep motioning and looking over his shoulder at Seamus over there, at the torch itself.
I see. I'm gonna continue
Oh.
dragging him this way. Kind of. I guess I don't want to say hurting him because I'm not really, but at the same time I'm hurting him.
I mean, with your 19 on your charisma check, it is still actively following you. It is yes.
Do I notice that it's looking at the torch and not me?
What's your passive perception?
Not high enough for that. It's an 11.
Then no.
I think
How
it's
do you
got a
have an
thing about.
11?
I think it's got a thing about fire.
Because Seamus is not perceptive. If you haven't noticed.
I mean, I think so. Shouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah, I think it's got an issue with fire. Which is probably the reason why it's acting weird about the torch.
Yeah. Well, it is an undead. So
Well, also when Casey was originally describing how it felt, they mentioned that it almost felt charred in some places.
yeah. Yeah. Again, it was an undead that our original description of it was not treated nicely. So
Yeah.
Uri, go ahead and roll me another animal handling for real quick before we go back
Oh.
to Seamus.
I
So this
see.
will be telltale moment here in this particular scenario.
Is this if I get mauled or not? Basically,
I think it's whether you keep its attention or it goes for the flame.
I see. That's probably worse. I'll actually use my bardic then.
oh my god,
I'm so sorry, Seamus. You're kind of
Do you-
fucked.
do you not have an inspiration?
I do have an inspiration. You're correct.
It's fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. I just have to throw
Nah,
the torch
it's
away.
fine. I'll
It'll be like
reroll.
that scene in Jurassic Park where he has the
You don't know though. It's the
There.
thing. You're just gonna turn around. and You're gonna get mauled. I shall be using my inspiration. I forgot I had one of those. That just allows me to reroll. Correct.
Mhm.
Or do you
I
have lucky
assume-
points? Like, there's 100 things.
I do no. Can I reroll with lucky? Or is that only nat ones?
It depends on what
If you have the
lucky
lucky
feat
You
you
can
have.
reroll any. If it's the feat, then you can reroll on any.
yeah.
Shit, you right.
What the
You just
hell?
have a limited number per day.
Oh. I might burn a lucky feat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying not to get Seamus to get mauled here. Actually, can I reroll twice, or is that not something I can do?
No, not typically.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Seamus. You're kind of cooked, my man.
How bad was it? What did I?
He rolled an
That's a
11.
Yeah,
What was
it's
your-
still
I
plus
guess it
your
depends.
Bardic, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
That's
a
that
2.
doesn't do better. That's a 13.
No,
It's
but
okay.
you rolled a 1d4. It was a 1d6.
I thought it was a
Oh.
1d4.
It rolled
It's a
a
1d6. Guidance is a 1d4.
Oh, okay. I'll let DM roll then. Am I allowed to re-roll the 1d6?
Or well, roll it because you just
Well,
rolled a
yeah.
D4.
Yeah, okay, well, here's the thing. If you
Well,
rolled
no,
the
it's up to you.
1d6 and we put that with your original roll, it's not gonna make a difference.
Oh, there you go.
That's more of the issue.
Well, sorry, Seamus.
Oh well.
I think that's a little
tried.
bit more of the issue. You rolled a 4, so even if
Well,
you
I have a 10. I have a 10, which is easy. Because I use the inspiration, but I don't really think it's gonna help.
That's why I was asking if the 1d6 would help on the 11
On the
that he
technically
rolled.
11 that you rolled.
So we're having a separate bardic inspiration being thrown.
Yeah, So he didn't roll the appropriate. Nova, get off me. He didn't roll the appropriate dice. So when he rolled his first thing, he rolled a 1d4, which he thought was guidance. I did not give him guidance. I gave him bardic
No,
inspiration.
I did think it was Bardic. I just forgot that Bardic was 1d6 and not a 1d4. Because I was thinking Ben Luck.
Either way, he rolled a d4 instead of a d6 for a bonus.
And that's what I was saying. Even if he rolled a 6 on a d6 to his 4, it would not be enough.
Yes.
Oh, but he.
But
yeah,
would a
but
6 on an 11 be enough? Because he used
It's inspiration.
his inspiration to re-roll the d20.
I'm saying the bardic has been used on the first roll.
It's still the same dice roll though. It's still the same check. So your bardic doesn't disappear just because you used inspiration. Or normally. That's up to you. You're God here, but normally it doesn't reset that. Because it's still the same check. It's not like a different check or anything.
Then yeah, go for it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We're not supposed to spend 3 hours to get through these last two maps. 2.5 maps.
5. So 16.
For the sake of time, the DC is 15 and it saves. The love of God. Jesus Christ, this is dragging on a little bit longer than I anticipated. There's a lot we were supposed to get through tonight. Hopefully we can continue to do so. Seamus, you do not have a bugbear chasing after you behind you.
Okay. Well, if he's not chasing me, I guess I'll just take a step in with the light to see if I can actually see the shiny thing.
How much does the torch give? It's like 10 feet, right?
I don't know. I'll keep going until I can see whatever it is because we're on a time crunch here.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys, as you're entering in, Seamus, you get closer and closer, you begin to see a small pool and a glowing blue light emitting from it. The blue light, it's more of a pink, and it's moving across the water.
Oh, it's the water.
Yeah, I guess I'll go check it out.
Okay.
I think Berlioz would have also followed in once seeing the bugbear being corralled.
Okay. Transport over here real quick.
Also, Belios, once you're closer, Seamus will definitely put out the torch and have you cast light on it instead.
Yeah.
That way, when we go back out, we don't re-piss off the bear.
Mhm.
We'll go ahead and have Seamus and Chris.
I can't see.
Okay, sweet.
I can't see.
I'll go ahead and give Seamus a torch so that he can see.
The little turn towards.
Sorry.
And I said we moved closer, so we're
I accidentally started turning my dice. No, wrong thing. Stop. I'm good. It's okay.
And yes, there's a little friend in the water. Hello, friend.
Oh, hello, friend. What is it that Baghdad does? I am Veek.
Hello, I am Veek. These are my friends.
Right.
But Veek is Veek.
Seamus definitely looks to Berlioz and is like, so I only remember a little bit because I spent most of the time talking to the fox. Is this one friendly?
But it's just it's look at it go.
It looks cute.
It's a, if I remember correctly, because I have my notes somewhere above board. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Yes, I knew it was a cereal, but I just couldn't remember. Yeah, it's I mean, in comparison to what was out there, I'm a lot safer.
So does it understand people? Can we just talk to it and ask it to come with us?
Can I try to grab its attention? How deep is this, or like how?
That's a good couple feet down.
Oh yeah. I thought it was like a cute little puddle.
Your most shallow side of the little like pond here is on this side.
I felt every second of that.
Yeah. I hurt myself in confusion on that one.
Does this become a concentration spell?
Pull a Uri. Just offer it some food. It might work better on a creature that's alive. While more alive? I don't know. Hold on. Huh. Shane's like, is it alive? It's not alive, right? They're made of magic. I'm confused.
If you ask, yeah, it depends on who you ask. They might say magic is alive, but I guess we should. No, you know what? I'm gonna give Speak with Animal a try here.
I love
I'm
having
sorry,
you for-
whatever this does. I just need to know what it does.
Speak with Animal?
Are you casting that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but we'll see. Excuse me. Hi.
It's kind of sonar. Oh, sorry. Oh God. So you're gonna try and talk to it?
Yeah.
Love that for you. It'll stop its swimming and it'll approach you up here to the edge, and it'll kind of like look at you sideways, like look at you funny, like what? Almost like in a questioning way of like, what? You talking to me?
Yeah. We were sent out to have to help you and your friends get back to the campus. Understand that there's some stuff going on that may make the campus feel a little bit unsafe, but you might be safer around a bunch of people that can protect you rather than out on your own out here.
It kind of like chatters at you and it looks like it's smiling before it swims a little bit backwards, like doesn't fully understand what you're saying. It understands you're speaking to it, but you say things like danger to yourself, and it's more so like, I'm swimming, where's the danger? kind of like in like a blissfully ignorant kind of way.
Yeah, I figured as much. Um, can I grab the pebble it gave me earlier and try to offer it back?
Offering its own pebble back.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it doesn't know it's its own.
Will you
I guess
roll?
we have to go to the more shallow and Seamus, come. Is this like a little bridge here?
It's more like a
Or is that a wall?
wall.
It looks like a wall. Yeah, okay. Hmm. It's like, well, I had Misty Step, but
Seamus just passes Belios, the lit up, the not on fire, but with light torch. Like, if you need to go somewhere else, I can't get to the other side, but I'll just chill here.
yeah, let me let me try to get in the more accessible area here. I'm gonna use the ledge, and oh wow, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Misty Step
Nice.
to get over to the other side.
Okay.
Just imagine I get teleported over here. Whoop.
Just imagine it looks cooler than what I just did.
Imagine it was super cool and yeah. And then yes, from this angle, I'll try to offer the pebble.
When it sees you reach out your hand with the pebble, it gets really excited, and it swims over to you and takes it from you. You'll see him kind of like swim around with it in his little grubby little paws, kind of like jeering, doing a little happy chatter.
So if you can come with us, there's more. We can get you more things. There's a lot of. I have a lot of stuff in this hat.
Can you roll me an animal
If you
handling
really
check?
like the whole things, I've got you covered. Yes. Can I give myself guidance?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh man, really? Okay. 15. It's not great. It's not terrible.
Fortunately, on a 15, the sound of stuff and things makes it very excited, and it wants to. You see him swim over to you and start climbing out. It's a
Oh,
very
great. Fantastic.
simple creature. The DC for that was very low.
And yet I almost probably failed it.
You did almost fail it.
Yeah. Great. Cool. Was there actually a way around here? I gotta Misty Step back.
You're probably gonna Misty Step back.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wasn't
Really
intending of any
helpful.
of you to jump in and go swimming without climbing or taking a risk.
You forget I'm a spellcaster.
Hey man, it didn't say it wasn't a possibility.
I would offer them to get under the hat. Free
Um,
ride.
It climbs up on your head, and then
Great.
Seamus, what you would see from across the way under their glow is like is you would see the little otter's like head like as it's on top of Berlioz's shoulders, and its head would pop up underneath the hat, and it looks like it's wearing the hat.
And then I'm gonna actually use my
10 out
feature.
of 10, that's fucking adorable.
Where is my fun feature that I can actually also just use Misty Step without expending a cell slot? Yippee.
I did remember the button.
No. Seamus, where are you going? Are you attached to me? Is this the issue?
I don't know what's happening.
Huh? Oh. Huh?
I think God is in control.
I'm not doing anything.
What the fuck is happening? Because I didn't attach.
SOS.
What the fuck?
Why?
I don't know.
Alright, whatever.
This is stupidly funny to have absolutely no vision to. So I just hear the sounds of what the fuck, and then your fucking like cursors moving around.
Don't worry, we're on our way back out of the cave. You'll be able to see again soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because that's the otter is the one that Drakkar originally signed up to try to get.
I don't even
Oh,
remember
real
the button.
chances of
It was
our-
F, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, barely let's move.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. The selection tool has been very doing what it do, I guess. It's very annoying. Oh, it's been doing it all night too. Neat. We go back outside, and Berlioz now has a little friend. It's not really sure what the fuck is going on. It just totally is into the idea of having stuff and things, and a hat, of course. It likes the hat.
What the? Yippee. So you're bright.
Otter. It's great.
I want the bugbear. but I
Okay,
gotta
so do
figure
we
out
have
how
the
to-
bugbear?
I mean, the bugbear is like, it's not super keen on all of you, truthfully. It doesn't feel necessarily like hostile toward any of you, but it definitely doesn't feel comfy. Hold on, this says swirling rainbow.
Oh hell
Oh.
yeah! It is June.
It is swirling rainbow indeed.
Great. Or are you gonna try anything else with the bugbear?
I'm just waiting for DM.
Okay, are you gonna try anything else with the bugbear?
Thank you. I guess I don't know if I can talk to it. I guess I could try, right?
Every
I mean, if you have to
indication
speak with
of
undead.
people speaking in or around or to it or around it, it hasn't really reacted to anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
But
that's
it
what I was
hasn't given
asking
you any
earlier.
indication that. I guess that's what I mean. Is like you guys really haven't before now
Yeah.
and at now. You're right now is the only time anyone's actually ever tried to, well, that you guys have had any kind of conversation to it or around it, and it hasn't responded to anything. It kind of being doing its own thing in a pen with a bunch of hundreds of people around it. It's not gonna react or talk or do anything like that to any of those people. It's like going to a zoo. The panda's not gonna talk to you. It doesn't really give a fuck. So that's not really an indication necessarily back then that it would have any kind of intellect to do so, but that didn't mean necessarily that it didn't. At this current moment in time, now that you've spent some time with it, it has not shown you any indication that it cares or can understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't think I've said anything to it. No, actually, that's not true. I did say here, kitty, 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 but more like bear.
I mean, there's also been multiple people talking around it. Like, it hears things.
Yeah, good point.
I like the here kitty kitty but bear.
I was just kind of. Is it still kind of following me?
I think at this point now it's just like almost ready to turn around and start going back to where, like, the direction of where it was.
I guess I'll just say something like, was there a name for it, or was it just bugbear?
None of these have names.
Okay, yeah, I forgot, because you have to make a pact with them. Never mind. I guess I'll just say, do I want to hit him with the hey buddy? I'll hit him with the hey buddy. I'll say like, hey buddy, you want some more food? I know it probably sucks in that fucking zoo back there at the school, but I'll break you out after we get you back.
Initially it pauses like it might be listening to what you're saying, but it ignores you ultimately and keeps going. It doesn't actually even turn around to face you.
I see.
It just continues meandering
I'll
this
give you
way.
some more. Yeah, I'll just continue. I'll give you some more food on the way over there.
I like the escape that's happening over here. We're not here. We're not here.
You're right. It's getting pretty dark. We could also just tell the school where it is.
I want my fucking bear.
Okay.
Because then we have to get all of them back for them to give us the information.
Oh, you
I
found
think
the
if we explain the situation to them, they'll be a little bit more understanding.
There are still the professionals that were in custody of this bugbear prior still on the campus.
Yeah, we can tell them. And they can help.
Also, by that standard, you guys didn't bring the baboon anyways.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I wasn't even there for the baboon.
You're
I was
right.
I'll just kind of walk a bit closer to the bugbear and I'll just dump out the rest of the food. I'll just say, stay here. I'll come and get you later.
Oh, you guys found the author.
The otter's just like skidding around the grass, just kind of very, very puppy like.
Yeah. I'm surprised it hasn't mentally reached out to anyone, because I know this thing is telepathic. It's the same as the mandro, or the same as the baboon.
Well, it's still a beginner. It's still
Yeah.
it hasn't had experience before.
Did we say we
Yeah, no,
picked
they're
up the
very
bunny
good.
rabbit on our way back?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the frog.
Okay, I thought
and the
I
frog.
thought so.
And the
It
kitsune.
goes to the kitsune as well,
by-
don't we?
Technicality, yes, the kitsune is with you as well.
Okay.
Drakar wants to see how it'll react if he sort of offers his one good hand to it. Fortunately, the other isn't viable yet. We're working on it.
You reach out your good hand, and the otter kind of looks at you a little funny, like, why does this thing why is he lopsided kind of a way? Before
Damn, Pro's ableist.
putting both of its little front paws in your hand that you've extended, kind of like in a consoling way.
I see.
It's a repeat
Well-
from yesterday.
Absolutely.
Wow. Those are two very different situations, first of all.
We should get them back to the campus.
Again,
probably.
also, unlike Jakar, there was 3 other hands available, so was it really a
Jakar down to
loss?
one. Being is down to 3.
Yeah, come on. Not fair.
There was a lot of things not fair with the end there.
Right. And
The dice tell a story, don't they?
yeah.
The dice are a bitch.
Well, now you've been cursed. Good job.
If you watch the end of last session, you'll know I've been cursed for a while.
Yeah, no, I know. Alright, well, I guess let's move. Darkness Falls, and we're trying to think, what ones are we missing still? We don't know where the invisible Komodo dragon is. I've just been
You've
referring
had
to
0
stuff.
signs of the astral turkey, but everything else you've come in contact with, other than the spectral Komodo
The
dragon that you
actual
mentioned.
turkey's damn near impossible. That bitch goes to another plane. We're just like,
Yeah.
I don't. Well, look.
Just actually been up to school the whole time.
Let's say,
Let's
for
be-
all we know, it is just poofed away, and we'll be back whenever it wants.
I mean,
Let's
when
be
it
honest.
poofs back, it can choose up to anywhere within 30 feet of where it was,
Do we?
which is still campus. So, if that's where it poofed originally.
Do we really count it as a loss if we don't recover the turkey? Like,
Yes,
I feel like
I was meant to harass Bala.
fair play.
Something she wants to fight, something that wants to fight her, but can just disappear whenever it wants because of money.
Fair enough.
But okay, we've got a few that are missing. The mechanical bird. Obviously the Komodo dragon and the turkey. We know where we left the 2 or primates,
Yeah.
and we got the bunny, the fox, and the little otter. So
And Frode.
and
Frog.
Frog and Tiptoe.
Oh, my shoulder. Okay. Yeah, there's only one place left to really check, if that's where you guys are heading. To wrap
I
this
suppose,
up.
yeah. Should probably
Get up.
hurry over.
Yeah, quick hurry.
We have a convenient light with us.
Little gay rainbow.
The disco light. I love it.
Up. Beep. Boop.
Would
I don't
the
remember
would
the
the otter
lighting.
would the otter let Drakkar pick it up? If he
Yeah.
tried to. Cool.
It's just like a derpy little puppy. It's just interested in everything.
Yeah. Well, this isn't fucking ominous.
Okay.
It's getting dark now, boys. I would say at this point we've reached like peak darkness. For the sake of this map and your guys' eyeballs, I'm not going to make it maximum darkness.
Is that just pitch black?
Where it
That's
lights up where you
maximum
walk around.
darkness.
Am I just reading it? I cannot see any sort of difference. Oh, there we go.
That's it.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Honestly,
I
don't
actually
mind
really
it.
like that. It's spooky.
I don't mind
anyway,
it, honestly.
Can
Dark as hell.
I will ask Belios to refresh the light on the stick, so I have
Yeah,
a glowy
that
stick.
was. Yeah.
And then we'll start looking around. While I'm the one holding the light, I'll be helping Belios do the perception checks because they're higher than me. I hate it. I hate that pretty much everyone here has better perception than me.
Instead of doing perception, could I potentially try and do survival instead of trying to rely on sight? Since Drakkar's thinking about the thing that can go invisible, maybe trying to go based on smell or something. He doesn't trust his eyes.
That's fair. I will say it is going to be an incredibly difficult DC, because although yes, it can also go invisible, it can also fly.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
so
I still feel-
it's very good at not leaving a trace.
yeah. Well, Drakkar trusts his nose more than he trusts his eyes. Doesn't mean it will get him far. That's just his nature.
That is entirely fair.
Oh, help action. Cool.
I use my eyeballs because I don't.
Is
Don't
the
think
is
my
the
nose
help
works that
action is the help action from your eye acceptable?
Yeah, I mean, I would presume that you all are
Yeah,
trying to actively look in some form or fashion.
Right, Belios, you can drag me around wherever now.
So yeah, we're just looking
24.
around.
See, that's where it gets difficult. Drakkar is incapable of detecting any kind of magical residue, and there's not really a whole lot to go off of track wise or smell wise, really. But what you can see, for the sheer fact that you rolled a 24, there is a very odd sense of these trees and how they sway, particularly because there's not really much of a breeze going on. They all kind of seem to, like, where they are compared to where you can see active roots coming up from the ground does not make sense to you. that's not how tree do. So it's almost kind of like your brain's like, that. What are they moving, or something does not look right to you?
I think something's up with the threes. Is that is
That's ominous.
you know?
Give any more specifics?
Well, see,
Gotta be
my
good.
knowledge of threes are limited, but I don't think they're supposed to shake and sway without any wind, and also I'm pretty sure roots aren't supposed to do that.
Oh, charming.
Right.
We share a language.
Huh?
Sorry, I didn't. Do we share a language? I'm not aware of it.
If we share that one
Oh,
that I
you're
just did was
Elvish.
Elvish. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Nova, stop. I was just gonna cut the middleman out here. Just cast the detect magic.
Let's say expediency. Thank you.
I can't say scepter detector this time. You do pick up magic coming from a little further in. But as well, we'll say it pings out this way too. Well, maybe if the pingy thingy works. But you can't tell what it is, obviously, because it's not particularly in range.
Then kind of walk to get into range, but not all the way in.
Okay, there was one down here, and what was the other one? I thought you said there's two. Over there.
Here
So that's
and
down.
here.
Yeah, my bad. I had to zoom out.
No, you're fine.
Do-
It's a wonky map, so.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah,
Um,
hold on a second.
I think that should be in range now with
Yes,
both.
yes.
So,
It is 30, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're fine.
Yeah, 30 foot. There.
I believe will be looking for transmutation check. If I know invisibility.
Is
Or
that
it
transmutation?
Me trying to figure it out real quick.
Or no, I'm like, illusion. Oh wow, completely off.
I was like,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
like,
sure it's illusion
Yeah.
because it's
I don't know, it's not my job to
illusory.
remember those
I mean,
spells.
I'll be honest, I don't remember any of the actual branches of magic in D&D. Till I have
why
to
do you
look up the
think I
spell.
never tell you guys what it is unless you ask? I just say where it is.
But yeah, I'm
But
looking for
yeah,
the illusion
the illusion one that you're looking for, yes, is up this way.
Oh great, that's the direction we're going.
I imagine the others are sneaking
Down
close
here
since
is
we got
more
Looks like-
abjuration.
Oh.
Oh. No thank you. So it is invisible. Maybe? Is it active? Can I see it from here? Probably not.
Oh, hold on. Where did Seamus's light go?
It's there faintly. It's hard to see because of the shade of the map, but you can.
It is there. Very barely. It is there.
Yes.
Yeah, it appears that like while you're looking, I guess is a better way to put it. It's hard to see, but you do kind of see like a flicker of something, and you're not fully sure if it's the mist you're seeing that looks like that, the fog, or if it is the dragon, the Komodo dragon.
Hasn't been how long has it been time wise?
From one.
From when I cast my first speak with animal.
Oh, not very long, probably like half an hour, less than.
Oh no, it still breaks within 10 minutes. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's been like at minimum like 15 minutes.
Damn. Okay. Oh gosh. I am running through spell slots here.
You are. I'm hoping all those different multi-classes mean you have a lot.
I'm almost out of first level spells here
Ooh.
and second levels, so I only have my up charge spells. But I'm, for the sake of time, going to do it because we have stuff to
Don't
get
you
to.
still have a spell scroll?
That's animal friendship.
Animal friendship, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me check mine real quick. Oh no, I ain't got any other ones that's useful for this either.
I
Okay.
just gonna ask for the lizard to come with the Komodo dragon to come back with us, please, so we can get back to the school and have everyone safe.
Yeah, because I mean, this fog and this level of non-existent light it's giving all of you a very bad feeling, considering everything that you've been told up to this point and the urgency of the faculty of the school. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie to you. Berlioz, from what you can see, is like a puff of fog, or at least what looks like fog, I guess, rather. And it kind of like disperses before reappearing in a fog. Is a little friend.
Right, good. I think we have as many things as we can get. We need to get everyone back to the campus. Preferably soon. Like now.
I think Berlioz is afraid of the dark. Just kidding.
I saw what we fought before, okay?
Did you
And the
also mention what kind of magic was down here? The other one? The Belios?
I think it's abjuration, right?
yeah, it's
Abjuration.
abjuration. That's why I said I don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah. Because James is like, so, let's head back. We can let them know that there was possibly something down there.
Stuffing things in the woods.
I guess I'll, if allowed, pick up the little lizard, lizard boy. Big lizard boy?
It's a
How big that
Komodo
is?
dragon. It's pretty big. But
Yeah.
we'll say for the sake of this, it just kind of flies around you.
Oh, okay, cool. Great. Oh, sorry, I didn't
As
realize.
it's flying around you, James will try to feed it as we walk way back. We're like, huh.
I'll wait till I
Oh
get
no,
the okay.
Seamus has tried to feed pretty much everyone we've found so far. Except for the fox. and the bear.
I'm sorry, but
And the
that was
bug
really
guys.
funny. The little message. No. Why? It does not want to target things. This is very annoying. Target.
Oh, the follow
There you
not wanting
go.
to work.
It's just the targeting and the selecting is being really weird. Like sometimes it just won't let me even like select a token for whatever reason.
Weird. Alright. And I guess we'll let the rest know that if they haven't already noticed, hey, we found one of the other ones. Let's
Right, let's go.
let's go back.
I like the navigation of all of the trees and branches.
Thank you.
That's-
I'm not a savage.
Back
sort
and
of.
check. Oh my god, flashbang. You are to the west, the west, and as you guys are approaching, you guys Excuse me. I believe you guys are just making your way through where you are specifically. I guess geographically, you would when you find the hedge, you can either I would presume you guys would go to the entrance.
Yeah.
Because that hedge is a
south.
thick boy, and it's not something you can just kind of push through.
Weirdly enough, it's got thicker since last time. Went.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it seems particularly larger than you remember it. Why? Who knows? Great, targeting's still on. What the hell's wrong with this thing? Too many damn buttons. All right, we'll go ahead and activate that. Boop, 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 boop.
Our eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Flashbang. You guys are all back, arriving at the school's entrance once more with all of your new companions in tow, following you along, most of them. And as you guys are entering in, you start to notice that it is particularly... The wind was picking up on your way back, which is very odd, considering the stifling humidity that you were just facing this entire time that you've been here. So you haven't been led to believe that there is any chance of rain necessarily on the horizon, as it is at a constance of humidity. And there are... well, at least there wasn't any clouds in the sky, truthfully. But the wind is now picked. By the time you guys make it back to the campus, the wind is immense to the point of damn near almost gale force winds. And you look up and the clouds, there are dense, thick gray clouds swirling in overhead atop the courtyard here. And as you all are entering in, for the sake of
I'm going to assume that this is an atypical weather pattern.
Some ballers don't look right.
I think that's probably a good guess.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with very sudden storms, but I don't know if within a matter of a few minutes.
sorry.
I mean, given everything that's happening, I imagine that this is just an extra sign of weird magic shit.
I'm getting a little tired.
This
of
is a
magic,
weird
honestly.
magic place.
I'm
That's valid for Jakar.
a little tired of magic, honestly. Nothing about it seems to
I
make
think you're in the
any
wrong
sense.
As a
group
user of
for that.
magic, this is thoughtful.
A certain
Even as a
kitty
user
cat
of
before they
magic,
died. Magic
well,
sucks.
Maybe I'll change my opinion if anyone can give me an effective explanation on what the fuck magic is. Because currently I just have its magic and it does things and typically causes problems for us. So I don't know.
An energy that's uncontrolled by people. Not really.
It's like, I'm getting sick of this magic thing. It's so unpredictable and just does whatever the fuck it wants. Yeah, no, that's pretty much what magic is.
Just get a wish spell and wish that magic didn't exist.
Please don't do that.
I couldn't
Oh my
cast the
god.
It's magic.
Seamus, who's
You
just
get the
starting to
scroll,
learn
though.
magic. Please no.
Imagine Jakar had Wish Stone back in time. Dear God.
Theoretically, if you got close to it or touched it, he might have been the one to use it.
Exactly, that's my point. It could have been a very real reality of zero magic.
I'm sure-
Anyway, how are we dealing with this predicament?
I hope we don't.
As you guys are approaching in, I moved you specifically because it would be about this location as you guys are entering, that you would notice a couple of things. One, aside from the very ominous situation that is happening at the current moment in time, but you would also see the other group of individuals up here in that area who were they're all coming out into the open to also look at whatever the fuck it is that you guys are looking at. And while doing so, you see two students run out of the library doors very fearfully, and two faculty members, two teachers stand in front of them defensively with wands drawn. However, you can't quite tell what they're saying, obviously, from this distance, but it looks like they are trying to like bargain with each other on how they should approach the situation. One of them, it's kind of hard to see, but they look familiar. It appears to be Professor Serafina from before. The other individual is a bit taller. He's got a very long beard and glasses and a very stereotypical hat. But you have not seen him prior to this moment. What the hell does Alien Jungle sound like?
Predator
Oh.
clicking?
Ooh, love that. Hate that.
Oh, you're hearing this shit.
Okay, so there's these two up here talking. There's the storm overhead, and I imagine are people moving in a like particular direction? Students, other staff.
There's nobody else out here.
Okay.
Mr. Carl start heading over.
Yeah.
We should.
Okay, this was the fucking area. This was the food. This was the rooms. This was... We don't remember what this was. There was a dude in there that got angry last time I peeked. So... I guess as we move over, possibly ask the fox to lead the other familiars, like...
Yeah,
the
I was
dining
like,
hall or
get the
something?
familiars to somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were to do so, the Kitsune would be the one. I mean, half of them would acknowledge you, but the Kitsune would answer and let you know that it will lead them to a safe area in the form of the auditorium,
Okay.
which is
They're
going to be
safe.
located down
Oh,
here.
you're following me.
That was close. It was the building in between the two that I would have guessed.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
I don't know if the rest of the party, I was going to say, I'm not sure if the rest of the party's going, but at the minimum, Drakar's going over.
I believe
Car
Belial
was
was following
following.
slowly behind.
Yeah. We obviously made sure that they
I'm
they
just
made it safe
drag-
before we end up
Uh,
pulling up.
dragging Kara along.
And this one would be, I think, right.
It's
This
easier
one
than me moving my token myself.
Was over. I
that
think
would
they were
make it as soon as
repositioning where our little shits were.
Yeah, trying to remember exactly where our little shit was when other people started popping up. I think it was here to have view of the door.
Yeah.
Yes, you would see these two individuals, and Serafina will immediately see you guys as well as the other crew, and the first thing that she's gonna say is that you must be careful. We don't know who's in there or what's in there. But what we can tell is that it has to be something incredibly powerful to be able to not only breach our barrier indefinitely, but as well as bring this much of magical power with it.
Do
Hmm.
we think it can bleed?
It's a good question.
We don't
Both
know.
barbarian. Sorry,
Don't answer that.
he's not a barbarian in the other campaign. Both these muscle heads think the same way.
Yeah.
Bleed?
Yeah, if only, I mean, that's damn near verbatim. Actually, the other one went to bed with a smile on his face, but, so, yeah, you would see the very awkward, tall, stick bug looking motherfucker, with 4 arms. He still has all 4 hands at this current moment in time. He would be performing a series of clicks and things that are very uncomfortable as it is having a conversation. I believe he was transmitting to all of you, though. However, everyone in the
He opened
area.
up the Skype call.
The Skype call is open, so your thoughts, should you share them, he can hear. So you know. He does not talk. You don't want him to talk. But you can hear an angry Russian man basically describe that is there a possibility that this is the one we had told you about. To which they have no idea. They try to ask the students what they saw in there. And the children, by the way, children, these are like realistically
Students.
19-year-old people, if they were human.
No, they're a bunch of
They
infants, don't worry.
are absolutely shell-shocked. They are unscathed, however. They don't look physically unwell or harmed in any way, shape, or form. Don't even know if I noted that last night, but I'm noting it now. They're fine. They're just freaked out. So they try, the professors try to get some kind of an answer out of these guys, and they have nothing to say. They are absolutely bewildered. To which they, Serafina, looks back at everybody like, we don't know. We haven't gone in there yet. This is our Archmage, as she gestures over to the elder gentleman. And he is going to, we were planning for him to go in there and to assess the situation before we make any kind of rash decisions. I feel like it was probably about this time, the bug father, Vieg, transmits that he is basically interested in going to assess the situation, as you would also see next to him a very large beefcake of an individual. He's a minotaur, with a very large maul in his hand. And he begins immediately taking steps toward the door. Not particularly interested in figuring out gestures and things, but he is willing to acknowledge, if that's what you want to do, I'll allow you to go first, but if anything happens, we're gonna take over. So let's see if I can boop, 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 boop.
No.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Is that the fucking Thume?
Oh my god.
During this time, by the way, Seamus, I believe you have Berlioz give you the Blessing of a Trickster.
Yeah, that's what we just did real quick in the chat.
Okay.
The side chat thingy.
Interesting.
And for everybody else, unless anybody's got a passive or active of 32, I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone fucking sees you. You're just always fucking rogues, man.
Fucking rogues, man.
Yeah, there's actually other rogues also hiding.
Oh god.
That's what you don't know.
This
That's
one
what
is
you don't
obvious.
know.
You can see this one. I fucked up his roll last time. Bad. He had like a
Damn,
fucking
skill
15
issue.
or something.
Skill
I was
fucking
just
issue.
using my passive, which was a 21.
I rolled
so
a 1.
Damn. If only you were a halfling.
I know, that's what I said too. I was like, damn, if only I was Seamus.
Yeah.
Come on.
you just hear a third party voice aggressively telling the bug dad to let the school people handle it, and this is not our
Hey,
problem.
Not the time. Not our problem.
Not
Leave
our
it alone.
time, not our
We
place.
don't
have to help
leave it
them.
alone.
We have other things we need to do. Why does the fucking bird? Why? Why does this keep happening?
Open your eyes, you'll be able to see me better.
Damn.
What exactly is happening? I'm very confused.
Hey God. For shits and giggles, can you roll a d20 for Tiptoe's stealth too? I believe it's like plus 11 for Tiptoe or something.
I think you could probably just use the passive and have it be 21 too.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. So there's a hidden frog somewhere.
Damn.
Not the one we caught, mind you.
That's 24 on a roll.
Wow. So you see only one of the rogues. There's still a little mouse in the back.
Hi.
Really, it's just waves casually.
Tiptoe definitely is like, or not Tiptoe, Momo. Oh my god. Sorry, Tiptoe on the brain. Momo over there's like offers a little wave back, realizing, right, that didn't work at all, did it?
And put myself in things. Okay, there we go. So there's Cetrion and his Largo-ness, and the Bug Father,
Beef. Dad.
Beef and Veg / Dad.
Beef and Dad.
Beef and Dad. Yes, so the Archmage will exclaim that he'll take like a more forward position, although visibly he's shaking a little bit, okay? You can kind of see him uneasy about this whole situation. He will kind of nod in agreement to what Seraphina had said, and I am going to take the initiative to go in. He looks back at Seraphina once more to kind of confirm, like, are you sure you have things under control out here? To which, you know, the shaking children back there behind them.
Wow, and I got 9 health for everybody here.
Okay.
And it's sitting on this one shoulder.
Yes. Little doot wanders over there and climbs up. Cannon at the ready. So yeah, you see kind of Cetrion open the door, if only for a brief moment, just to try to get a glimpse of whatever it is that may be in there. They couldn't really see a whole lot, truthfully. It sounded bare. It was very interesting when they leaned in. Notably, there was like no sound coming from there, which is hard for the rest of you to hear, truthfully, because out here it's a fucking wind tunnel. So the Archmage takes a step forward, and you see him open the door. And as he slowly enters, ever so slowly, I believe Cetrion, the beefcake, kind of like whispers in his ear, like, should anything happen, we're coming in, just so you know. The door slams shut behind the Archmage, and you don't hear anything at first. Presumably the wind had picked up enough that it slammed the door behind him on its own, very ominously, very aggressively. And it only resides in a few moments before you hear a crazy loud crash against the door that had just previously slammed shut. Cetrion opens the door, and stepping inside for a moment, he sees the Archmage on the ground. And all you can hear, those of you who are close enough to the door would hear at this time a voice shout, "I'm not finished." The Archmage on the ground, after being quickly assessed, and I believe Berlioz, you rush to aid him immediately.
I think he was brought out before the aid was offered, I think.
Yeah, Cetrion dragged
Yeah.
him out.
Yeah,
And then
that
Yeah.
was kind of... Yeah.
Sorry, my brain is catching up.
Well, that was my Cetrion steps inside to see him.
No, again, my brain was catching up as I'm trying to keep track of tokens and remember what we did last night and what you're saying right now. So, my bad.
So... Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was, but, yes, there's the healing word. You guys have also been given an, I wonder if I can cast it from his sheet. Speak with plants. That's not going unnoticed. That's for Bugfather, since he has speak with plants. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't use a spell slot because it already happened. Damn. Why is it red?
Oh,
That's
yeah, his...
vicious. Yes, he cast Aura of Life, and look at it. It got all of you. Woo! So you do have this preservation placed upon all of you, while everyone is kind of like, that's it, we're going in kind of a situation. Are there any of you who do not elect to go in? It would be about this time that Seraphina is actively trying to help and heal the Archmage.
Yeah. I believe
I think-
the beef went in, the bug. Let me grab my other rogue real quick. Hold on.
Sorry. You're in the shelves. Yeah.
Yep.
You climbed the shelves to get a better vantage point.
Bert just
Before
appeared
the
out of
rest
nowhere.
of you enter in, or I guess rather as you're entering in, you would hear the Bugfather transmit, "Oh, you," kind of a situation, meaning for the rest of you, definitely these guys seem, I don't know, we don't know these guys, but they seem to know whoever this fucker is. We will bring
They have history.
the Aura of Life with us here.
Yeah, once the Archmage was taken care of, I think Berlioz had followed Seamus in, and I want to say I was about here.
All right, let's
Yeah.
rock. I gotta open myself here. Just so I don't know where the fuck I'd be.
Damn, can I turn down the fucking
I'll make myself
opacity or what?
uninvisible because this dude sees me
me.
anyway. So
Stay here.
Who the fuck are you?
By the door. I'll shoot things. in it.
I think you also were. I think Seamus also looked at Albatross and said, "Please don't kill me before going in."
yeah, before he pulled out his
He
shield.
pulled out his shield, yes, because the shield has debossed symbol of very obvious things to one bird, in particular.
It's just glaring, side glaring, double
Which,
glaring.
by the way, Momo actually would notice that too. I didn't pay attention to that before, but Momo, with their passive, would definitely notice the shield coming out and be like,
Oh god, yeah. I think
Oh.
would Momo
Although
have said
Momo-
anything? I don't think he really would have.
Momo's been
realistically.
quiet the entire time. since
Yeah.
the door opened.
Well, the door initially had opened, and Momo had stepped in. Because Momo had recognized this similar amount of magical pressure beforehand, kind of went in just to unassumingly, before he realizing that this magic pressure, although similar in nature, is far more potent than what he had experienced prior. Thus absolutely turning this little Jermaine into a little puffball. And he was quite frazzled for most of display for most of the rest of the situation. Poor guy. It's very sad. Yeah, frazzled. So those of you who have entered, yes, the first thing that is to be noted, truthfully, is the amount of magical pressure in the air right now. Those of you who are spellcasters, you have a little bit more keener sense to how magic works. So
Feels
you are,
dense.
yeah, it is dense. It feels like there is a, for all of you, it feels like there's a weight on your chest and you can't move. And it's very unsettling, very uncomfortable. You're not in any physical pain, but it is very difficult if you were to try to either take another step or reach for a weapon. Yeah, you're kind of fucked. It's rough. You're not really, you can obviously very much tell it is a magical pressure and not some kind of there's not anything, there's no spell or anything being emitted. This is just sheer magical energy. This is just like
Motherfucker's got
raw
a
mana.
to him.
Alright, let me lock in.
Jakar, did I mention I hate magic or what? So inside, you see a satyr, well dressed in a top hat, standing midway on a ladder, thumbing through a few pages of a book. Without turning, as you all are entering the library, he clasps the book shut and descends gracefully down the ladder. If you can track it, he's got two books that he places gingerly under his arm. One of them in particular is a very aggressive looking book, one that, you know, would be a little bit hard to not notice, as it kind of wriggles and writhes in his hand, twitching aggressively, and it's bound around the outside in chains. It's rattling and shaking. That's terrifying.
Growling.
Growling? No, it said rattling. The chains are rattling, but he takes a step forward. This is a globe. It's only about 4 feet tall, so those of you who are above 4 feet tall, you can see him over top. And as he looks at all of you, he's looking fully around the room at every person who's in here, meeting all of your eyes for at least a moment. And he has the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. Hello, everyone. My name is Moldor. He extends a hand, gesturing over to the Kitus crew over here.
Oh, no. I'm disconnecting. Goodbye.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
go back.
damn.
Well, at least he heard most of the spiel already, so it's not a big loss. There he is.
I'm back.
You're back. We waited for you.
Freezes up.
He gestures over to the Kitus group first before saying, you know, it's a pleasure to find us all gathered together once more, my friends. And then he looks toward all of you before saying, and you must be all of the cool cats and kittens that saved the day. Yay! Wow. Excellent job, by the way. You know, this school truly couldn't do it without you. He looks like he's about to say something else before he pausing and looking around the library, really taking it in, admiring the craftsmanship and the pillars and the ivory and tile work, all of it. Taking it all in. You know, libraries are simply the most incredible thing, aren't they? Just the way they hold so many secrets. And when he says the word secrets, he locks eyes with a certain number of people. Kara. He scopes you out. Berlioz. He scopes you out. Seamus. And a few of the others. A Burb and a Gerbine.
At this point, most of my secrets are already known.
And when he
What?
makes
No.
eye contact with you, it feels like his eyes are searing into your brain and looking at those secrets almost. I would like the fun part here now. I'm gonna throw it in because it did happen and it's canonical, so it can't unhappen. You're gonna be hearing throughout all of this very angry Russian man sounds of "fuck you." I'm gonna fucking kill you. I kill you. Yeah, that happens pretty much during this entire situation. Homeboy in the hat, completely unfazed. He's as cool as a cucumber during all of this and the threats. After searing into your brains and looking at your deepest, darkest secrets, he takes a big, relaxing sigh before smiling wide once more and looking back at all of you. Well then, you know, I would love to continue talking, but I've got some things I need to take care of back home. I surely hope that you all make it back home again this time. And he looks at all of you when he says that. He finishes with a look over at the Kitus crew. Oh, and you all won't want to miss this, because this ending, it will be to die for. Before he tries to make an exit, Cetrion, the reason why this happened, by the way, is because he fucking muscled his way through the magic that is happening right now with a nat 20 on his attack. Good on him, I guess. You see him slowly straining to do so, grabbing a javelin from behind him. And you see him muscle this javelin into a shoulder position. His lower body is unable to move, but he is able to at least propel this javelin enough across the room here, over top the globe, and hit the satyr in the shoulder. The satyr backs a step, dropping his books. But instead of seeing him be physically upset or emotionally upset or harmed or frightened, you see him almost as if he's taken aback for a moment before smiling once more, almost laughing to himself. And before he has a moment to place himself, you see Vieg shoot a scorching ray at him and hits him with 2 of the rays. Both of them, you see something, you get it's almost that's a horrible way to describe it, but that's where my brain's at right this second. They're both giving off some burnt toast vibes. Vegan Cetrion. As Moldor is over there regaining his balance, you see him go to grab the javelin in his shoulder. And you see almost like a smoke or of some kind emitting from his hand as he holds the javelin and slowly pulls it out of his shoulder. Not seeing a whole lot of visual damage to him, but you do see a small drips of blood coming into his suit jacket, glistening in the light that is coming from the library at this time. Berlioz,
Hey.
I do
Yeah.
believe this is your friend back there?
Yep. This was when he dropped the books and was distracted with attempting to take the life force out of those two. Berlioz would have cast an unseen servant behind him to try to grab the books and move them away.
When Moldor is able to remove the javelin, he drops the javelin on the ground casually. And from what you can see is the books being picked up. They're just being like lifted up magically. You can't see it, which is funny. But you can see the books. And without turning around, Moldor leans an arm back and smacks the books out of the unseen servant's hands, and they fall to the ground. The unseen servant is confused, and he fulfilled his his objective, so he just kind of vanishes. They're just little meeseeks. You just get you, Berlioz. If you could see him, I would like to imagine he just kind of looks at you and just kind of shrugs his shoulders before returning, dissipating. Poor guy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh no, I was just getting the books. That's what you asked me to do.
No, yeah, you did great. Thumbs up.
Moldor stands full and readjusts his suit a little before leaning down to grab the books. Again, Vig and Cetrion are kind of giving off a little like burnt smoke situation, little bacon frying kind of you're not really sure. Are they there? Are they okay? I don't know. The bug man's kind of still yelling profanities in a Russian accent. But there was something about the javelin being thrown by Cetrion that emitted a white light of some kind and is some kind of searing pain to the satyr, which made contact of all things.
He's allergic to radiant damage.
He's allergic. Maybe. The satyr laughs at everything before you see he picks up the books, of course, and dusts himself off a little bit, and behind him you see a dark giant stained wood door manifesting, and it begins emitting it has a soft glow around the outside. And as he goes and he turns the knob with one hand, and you see a blinding, warbling light from inside. But he only opens it a crack before turning over his shoulder and looking at you guys and says, "Oh, and do be sure to tell old Moseris that if he wants things done right, he best ought to deal with it himself. It's getting quite pathetic to watch him send his measly underlings to do his business." And with that, Moldor continues through the portal and it closes. All the while, yes, in angry Russian accent, "You're a coward. I'm gonna kill you. you will die. You'll pay for your sins to somebody. Yeah, there's a lot of rude things being thrown around. Again, Moldor is completely unfazed by anything this man is saying to him. It just sounds like what a strange little man kind of look to him. Once Moldor is gone, the first things that you see are Seraphina actually coming up behind you, Jakar. And she's hoping that you guys are all like trying to make sure everybody is okay. And the Archmage follows along. Good to see him not dead. Deaded. He wasn't dead before, just so you know. He was just unconscious. As Seraphina is reconvening with all of you, she rushes over to talk to them. The Archmage rushes over to talk to you all, asking you all if you're okay, if there's anything he can do, and apologizing, of all things, for putting you all in this kind of position. That was never what he intended. He did not know what we were up against, and he did not want any of you to be a part of this situation because of the nature of it. This is not, even if you were intended guests to be here, this is not something that you guys should have been going through. This is not what something like that's what kind of a host would they be to subject you all to some kind of life or death situation like this. And he's visibly embarrassed.
Fucking good.
Especially after you guys literally just watched him get his ass handed to this man, by the way. I mean, you didn't get to watch, but you unfortunately had to watch the result of it, which only happened in seconds.
I'm so tired. Match.
And as in his haste of embarrassment, you see him start heading over this direction, kind of. He pulls out his wand and he's like looking up at what I presume is, these pillars are rather high, and I would like to think that there is a glass ceiling to the top of this in a dome-like shape, because that's appealing to me. He's kind of looking up, like visibly distraught. He pulls his wand and he begins muttering to himself. And you see a ball of light on the end of his wand start manifesting and growing and bigger as his muttering begins to become aggressive yelling. It seems like what he's trying to do is strengthen the barrier that is still remaining, regardless of how much or how little is left. Some of you also, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, I think last night I mentioned that Berlioz offered his mana and attempts to help too.
Yeah, of course. And those of you who are still back here, yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I was like, I think at this point the Seraphina was leading the other group out.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was saying, is that these guys were, you guys would have heard Seraphina say something aggressively along the lines of, we need to get you guys home and out of here. So, with that, I will zoop these guys away.
Yippee! Goodbye, everyone.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.
Goodbye, random people that we met for like 2 seconds.
It was hard to really get to know them when they're just screaming profanities in a Russian accent through your brain, of all things. Those of you who stay to help, you do manage to help strengthen the barrier, by the way, with the Archmage, who shakes your hand aggressively, thanking you, Berlioz. I am Archmage Thaddeus Astralwind. Thanks you just for helping me. I don't understand how this could have happened, how I could have let this happen. And he will aggressively urge you all to head back to the dorm and be locked in for the night and be safe. just in case, so he can finalize your guys' transport out of here by the morning, and hopefully put more time and dedication into figuring out what's wrong with this barrier, because that's kind of an issue. They don't want any more other things slipping in and out of this campus and this area that, well, I mean, something that powerful. That's, if he's more powerful than him as an archmage, then you could see why he is very upset about the situation. He does ask you, though, if you would like him to escort you there to the dorms safely, which kind of just sounds silly at this point.
No, we're good, thanks. We've got this.
I think before leaving, Jakar is going to say really quickly before we, settle in for the night. Maybe can we please get the fucking memory staff? That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we've
I think
been
that's,
doing
one.
that's a tomorrow morning thing, not after
swear to
the
God.
siege.
Oh my God, fine.
Mm,
Okay, or make your demands now. So you go ahead.
begrudging acceptance. Accept. I accept begrudgingly. Sleep time.
You guys headed back to the dorm?
I just didn't know if Jakar actually wanted to make the cases to use the memory stuff now, so I was letting him do that.
I
Seamus does stay behind for a second. He's like, for what it's worth, if you do let us use the staff, I'd be very grateful. I'm the one that needs it, as it appears at some point my memories were tampered with.
don't think we are.
Also, as for what happened here, I know you were apologizing, but most of us realized that wasn't in any way your fault, so none of that was necessary. So no need to feel any way bad about that. Anyway, I'll head out.
Yeah, he's just kind of like down on himself, I guess, as you're leaving. Too upsetty spaghetti to really even reply.
Oh god. Wait, where do we go? That way. Dude. I grabbed myself too far there.
Yeah. Jakar is actually just going to hang out in the, I guess, I don't know, not one of the bedrooms, but like the room with just the cushions and stuff. I'm assuming that's more like an open living room area.
Yeah, like a little common area.
Yeah. He's
guess.
hanging out there right now.
Good guy.
Oh, I see what
We
you're
need it. Yep, I got it. Dude.
Computer.
What a time to be alive. Yeah, for the wrap up here, we'll say that yes, you guys do get a long rest at this time. The wind outside has definitely died down quite a bit. There is still a residual breeze that is going through, which honestly, for most of you, it feels kind of nice considering how disgustingly humid it's been. The clouds remain, but no longer swirling. But they do kind of just give off a general gloom over the top of the campus now. What does it look like if I do this?
Oh, it's nighttime.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Night.
night.
Nighttime. Like, bye.
Let me get that long rest on here real quick, and then I gotta respond.
Good morning.
And someone in.
Morning.
Alright, is there anything? Is this the end of the session? You said that was the wrap up, so.
I was gonna say we could have just if we wanted to have the moment with the staff, you could. Fully dependent on what you all choose to do with it. The headmistress would have you just meet her at her office.
I say we save that
We
for
can-
next time.
I was about to say we can do that next time, or we
Yeah,
can do that
because if you
privately.
guys wanted to do more with it, you know, I mean, you'll be under their monitor, so it's not like it's like,
Yeah,
they're gonna tell you you can't. You can only use it once. What? So I mean, you know, there's a lot of opportunity in there for you guys, and I want you guys to have time to fully dissect whatever it is you choose to actually go see. So that's fine if we want to stop.
I was originally just gonna have a Jakar make a comment while just sort of hanging out in the common room.
Huh?
Why? This entire time, I feel like I've been more irritable. Well, no, I know I've been more irritable. I don't know. It's too much magic. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, even as someone who is well known for being well versed in magic, he can't control this shit half the time, so it's an enigma even to me, and I'm sure even to one more learned in certain aspects, cough cough, Berlioz, I'm sure it's even to them it's a bit weird.
It feels, I don't know, I almost feel like I'm being mocked. Not by you all, but just by the concept. My entire goal with being here is to understand the greater world, and now I'm constantly surrounded by something seemingly no one can put into words.
Well, I feel like that's kind of the point. The more you try to learn, the more there is that you find out there is to learn. And not everyone's got the answers to it, other than the gods.
I don't know. I feel like at a certain point, at least the basics should be defined. But I haven't gotten a clear-cut definition from anybody. Like, I know magic works in different ways, right? I've gathered that. I've gathered that it seemingly, depending on its source, can change its nature, but I don't understand the fundamental aspects. Right? There's seemingly no consistency in it, which doesn't make sense for it to exist within the world.
Yet it does.
I think, at least from my perspective, the one consistent through line with magic is it's simply a source of original power, so to speak, from the world, the universe, what have you, just sort of something that was there before us and something that will likely be there after. Something that is both in and out, that will always exist and will never exist in various states. Simply a force of nature.
I guess if you really want to talk about it, you could consider it the same as time. Yes, you understand the sort of quote-unquote basic concept of time, but there could always be more that we don't understand.
That's the thing. I don't understand the basic concept of magic. I have my own theories about it at this point. The way I see it, I'm fairly certain it's some form of energy, like light or movement. It's not tangible, but it can be moved and manipulated. I just don't see how it affects the world.
Well, if you think about
Magic
it.
both affects the world and is the world. I mean, you have no understanding of magic, yet you are one that can literally exhale ice. That's magic. Kind of.
That part's more based on an organ that just super cools the moisture in the air.
And what is magic if not creating that organ in the moment that you need the thing? You know, like I myself am not able to focus what air into a little bead and shoot it at things just by myself, but through well, actually, no, I kind of can by myself because that's where my magic comes from. This immediately fell apart as soon as I started to explain it.
I'm gathered.
the way that the way that I mainly see and focus my magic is sort of like notes on sheet music. Sort of finding these melodies in the air that I then focus into a song. It's not always a beautiful song, but it's just focusing this force that is around and within us. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't always work exactly how one would want, but it's how it goes.
Obviously, that's one way of looking at it. For me, it's a bit different. I've always kind of had the ability to do quote unquote magic, if you want to consider what I do magic. Yet it doesn't feel like I'm manipulating anything. It feels like I guess to call it an external organ or limb doesn't make too much sense, but that's kind of how it was always been. It's like I had really a third limb grow, able to manipulate it, like the tattoos. It feels like some sort of flowing motion, kind of able to maneuver and manipulate the sort of area around me. It could just be based off the person's perception of magic and how they got their powers, which is how they're able to manipulate it. But I'm not one to talk because I'm not a one to really dabble in the arcane arts.
No. Every attempt to understand it and ask questions feels like I'm banging my head against the wall.
Well, that sounds about right for magic.
It's just a controllable energy. It's just
Yeah.
dependent on how you control it varies per individual. Some people are born with it. People like wizards have to study it.
Hi.
Then then there's bards where it comes from music, and then there's the clerics and paladin. There's a lot of them. Okay, they all get it somehow differently. Pretty much the only people though that are born with it are people like Bala, who's asleep in that room. Points in that general direction.
And me.
And all
I was
magic,
born with it.
Oh
most
shit!
magic
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
follows base rules, but even those are up to change. So
That's
it's
I don't know, that's the confusing part. I've been trying.
you might have picked one of the hardest concepts out there in our world to try to grasp.
Well, my options are limited given the fact that it seemingly is constantly around me, and I'd rather not be left with the headache of never understanding how things work around me.
Well, you're in a good place that has books that you can read.
I feel like you forget that common isn't my strong suit, especially when it comes to literature. Okay, I'm a board of literature, remember? That was kind of the issue that I was facing before.
That's fair.
You could try medical books. There's a lot of pictures in them, and the more you get, the more you understand.
I feel like medical books aren't going to help me understand the theories behind magic.
Well, it's more giving you different ideas.
I mean, and we don't know if it's all in common either. That the library seemed pretty big, and these are elves. They're all kind of long lived. So I imagine they have some things that are in Draconic.
You just go Draconic.
I did. What? Would you rather I call it Draconic?
Nah, it just caught me off guard. It just fucking caught me off guard.
Or you could just also just ask a professor. They could probably explain it a little bit better than us. I mean,
I'll
it's
be
literally
honest,
their
most of those
job.
professors probably have some kind of translation spell they could cast on him or the book themselves.
Mm.
Oops. How do I?
It kind of just sounds like the lazy way to do it.
I mean, until Drakkar gets a better handle on common, it's probably the easiest way for sure.
You also being pissy makes sense, Jakar.
Prefer it not be phrased as me being pissy, but
And you picked the word agitated, angry,
What was that?
annoyed.
We
With everything that's
fear
been
what we
going
don't
on.
understand. Fear leads to anger.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was more saying about the entire situation even before that. We really haven't had that much of a break. If you want to consider
No.
our underwater
Yeah.
adventures a nice break into me to get thrown into assassinating someone which eventually failed, I guess you can do that.
We might have seen the person. We're not even sure.
Yes, and then we ran, and then
So-
my bullshit got us sent here.
Well, we've all had a share of bullshit. It's not that bad.
I don't know. It took me a day to realize this. I don't mean to interject. We left the dragon completely unsupervised.
Oh, she's
in the
here.
lab.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, she's here.
Yeah, she's been in one of the rooms.
Oh,
She came with us. I invited her.
right.
Above board. That was just another thing to keep track of. That was so we left her in a room.
Well, then apparently I'm incorrect.
I thought the dragon was still back then.
I don't know.
She definitely was with us. Just
I
not
just know
through
that-
our.
Sorry. I just want to get back to Symbio.
Yeah.
Mostly because
same.
I'm tired of being lopsided.
And you got that,
yes, the mechanical man
Also-
doing things.
Got that giant fucking hole coming out of your arm as well. I don't know how that one feels, but
Yeah, you do still have the fucking pole.
Seamus will look towards Kara and be like, "Might, since we are in a place where there's a gathering of mages everywhere, see if you could have one of them use your blood or something for scrying."
But oh, that's actually a very clever idea. Thank you, my good man. That's
And even if they get basic information on her, that'll make finding her easier.
yes.
Hopefully.
I do have something that could also. I have no fucking clue how scrying works, but I do have something that was a gift from my partner. They might be able to do something through that to look, see if they're actually fucking dead.
Yeah. Probably a good
Hoping they're
one.
not.
Again, something I'm not capable of doing, but I'm sure someone here would be capable of.
Yes. I'm sure Mr. Archmage fellow would, in his thankfulness, be happy to do shit. Hopefully.
He seemed apologetic enough, so likely would
Yes.
do it to try to assuage his own guilt.
Yes, worst case, if he doesn't feel guilty enough, I'm well versed at preying on others' emotions.
But we
I'm
should
gay.
do that.
But why?
Uh-huh.
It's fun. I'm kidding. Kind of.
I'm just saying, just don't push
got
it
it.
too
Oh,
hard. He
yeah.
is an archmage. Fuck, I can't.
Still got a half asleep then, man? You doing good?
No.
I don't believe you.
He's gonna switch to Elvish at this point just to fuck with you.
Fuck you, I'll switch to Inferno then. Prick.
Comprehend languages.
But alright. So plan of action. You see somebody about some scrying. I see somebody about a staff for memories.
Hmm.
Do we split the group, or does other people have other things they want to check out while we're in a location of magic? Because we probably won't be able to come here again if they get their barriers set up right. Just, you know.
Hmm.
I was hoping to go and see if we can pick up hopefully, our animals, but
I wish you
Alright.
the best of luck on that, friend.
I'm trying to
That's
get you
the-
guys too. Come back, you see a fucking petting zoo or nothing. You see a petting zoo of disappointment.
Well, I had interest in some of the animals. The fox was the one I had most interest in. And she didn't seem interested in following.
They're not pets. Please don't refer to them as that.
But all right,
Why
above
did that take
board,
you so long to say?
I'm head out.
That's so fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is late. We have a slight
Yeah.
course of action plan for next session. So
This
Seamus
totally
rolls
works.
into Belios' lap like
for,
a cat.
absolutely, always.
Well, this is a fine place for us to stop. We will. It also reassuringly for the rest of you, you will definitely be getting the fuck out of here next session, sooner than later, which is good news for you. Well, for most of you, anyways, because most of you do not want to be here any longer than you have to be, which is respectable. Yes, and then the first thing we'll do next week when we start is we'll head straight into whatever this staff of memories has for us, and then of course second to that the scrying situation that you guys are gonna go investigate. So awesome. This sounds like a solid plan. Lots to look forward to, and whatever the fuckery it is that we may encounter when we get home.
Oh God, yeah.
Hopefully, a new arm is on that list.
Yeah.
I want a fucking undead bugbear so I can ride that shit into battle.
Yeah. We'll also need to discuss like what happens with the fucking like gun plans that
I
Rogue
completely
Cyber.
forgot about that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
forgot.
Yes.
I didn't know. I
Um,
haven't thought of anything for it other than maybe some elemental shit. But
Hey man, I brought it up.
Some elemental
Yeah.
shit, or if you make it fire using magic, you could make it so it removes the loading property of a
yeah,
gun like that.
True.
yeah, there is like a reloading infusion, so we could figure some stuff through that.
That's between y'all and God. Good luck.
Yeah, and maybe if God allows it, something of like maybe allowing to smite through ranged attacks,
That's horrendous.
because that
That's
is something
horrific.
that like
I would love.
I
that.
get a sense that was definitely part of your original idea for your character, but it just didn't go through because you didn't read the rules.
Not really, honestly. Like I didn't think about that. I just want a flintlock.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
We'll see.
I
Me
wanted
and
to
God
be a
need
pirate
speak.
with a gun, damn it.
that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, completely fair.
Alright,
We
I'm
love
heading out
guns.
now. Good night, everybody. I
Bye,
love
man.
y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Okay, good night,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Bye.